Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4, and today we're going to be using the MV Agusta Rivale 800cc here in Donington Bar in Helmet Cam. Now we'll be doing the one lap here in Donington, and then we'll be doing a quick sprint race in another circuit, all going to be in the dark, so we're going to be relying on our concentration and the lights of our bike illuminating the way, and of course the floodlights around the track. Now Donington Park is a track I absolutely adore, and I always do very well here, so I don't mind in the sense of thrashing it around here. I think we're going to be pretty good, but the next track I'm not too fond of, and I'm also not too familiar with. So at the same time, this could be very interesting. So I've jumped into Donington just to get a bit of feeling for the Helmet Cam once again, and get a bit of feeling for Ride 4, because it feels like I've not done a Ride 4 video in quite a while. I don't know why I feel that way, as we almost lose the front going into Coppis, but yeah, it just feels that way for some strange reason. But I'm really excited for this one, and it's been a while since I've done Helmet Cam as well, so I'd like to change things up a bit. So I know you guys really like Helmet Cam, and some of you don't like Helmet Cam, so I'm trying to balance out the videos and content for you all. It's a balancing act, to be quite honest with you, as we now go very firm on the brakes for the right-hander for the super tight Melbourne hairpin. My goodness, that is a very, very tight corner, isn't it? As we now bring on the acceleration, keep an eye out for the right-hand side of the track there, so you see that little pathway, and that's where I always tend to brake. As we now go into the left-hander for Goddard's, we'll bring it in nice and tight, and then slowly bring on the acceleration, slowly and surely and confidently across the line we will be going to get the gold lap time. Done and dusted already, and now it's time for the Grand Prix you've all been waiting for. So here we go then, in the French Riviera, in the shorter variant. It's a tough circuit in Helmet Cam. This is going to be a very tight and twisty section of the track, but here we go then, full acceleration, trying to get the best possible start, and we certainly do actually, as we then dive to the front. So nice and tight to the apex. Oh goodness me, a little bit too tight to the apex, just getting a little bit lost underneath this motorcycle as we now go into the left hand side, very tight to Palmer's, or Palmiers if that's how you pronounce it, as we now go on the right hand side for 3, and then onto the left hand side just briefly for turn 4, as you straighten the motorcycle up and then chuck it in to the right hander. Now this is a difficult circuit, it really is, because it's not too bad with a third person perspective, as we just almost bumped the wall there, but in the Helmet Cam I had a little bit of trouble with this one. I didn't feel very confident. I didn't feel like I could just pull away from the rest of the pack like I usually would do. I felt like I had to really focus and try and concentrate on the riding ahead of me. And what's strange as well is that it probably doesn't look like it for you on the video, but for me it's really dark. I have my brightness quite low when I play any sort of game because I like to feel like it's dark. Some players tend to have the brightness high, so even the darkness still looks bright and you can see what you're doing, but I like to really take it seriously. If it's going to be dark, it needs to be pitch black. I don't want to be seeing light just so I can see just willy-nilly. I like to see light only being reflected by the floodlights on the track or even the lights on the motorcycle. So that's my take on riding in the dark, and I guess we went a little bit wide there for the first corner and we lost a little bit of time to Frank Jordan. So Mr. Jordan is not too far behind Michael Jordan himself, Frank Jordan, excuse me, not playing basketball right now, as we now go into the left-hand side for Belvedere. Patricia Bouillon will not be far away actually, because I think this snake is extending from first all the way up to 12th position, so we'll have to keep an eye on the gap from right behind. I don't want Frank Jordan to be making a lunge up on the inside. Air Jordan himself, as Patricia Bouillon is in 3rd place. But now into the left-hand side for turn 8, just approaching 20 past 9, 19 degrees here in this French Riviera circuit as we get on the left-hand side, get onto the right-hand side. And this part of the track I do struggle with somewhat. I don't feel like I never get the right amount of speed going into the left-hander. The track just dips away from me ever so slightly, and I always tend to lose a little bit of time. So all that time we gained ahead of Frank Jordan, we just lost a little bit just a moment ago. So our fastest lap time so far, 1:04.327. I don't think that's going to be my best lap, but I still don't think that's particularly impressive around this circuit as we now go very tight to the apex with the left-hander, jug it to the right-hand side. I must say I like this track and bike combination so far. It's working pretty nicely. It's not my best and most competitive, but I do like the challenge that is being offered to me right now. Now, of course, if you... Oh, 10th of a second, I've seen another little bit of a front light there as well from Frank Jordan, so he must be getting closer and closer. We'll have to keep an eye on Frank Jordan and keep him at bay as we go very firm on the brakes for the left-hander, and a little bit of rear brake just to slow ourselves down that extra much going into the left-hander. I see his front light once again. Jordan is coming Jordan is not far away at all. He's going to be getting some great lap times as well, especially if he's in my slipstream, picking up a few extra tenths here and there as we now go onto the left-hand side, keeping it very much pinned to the gas, accelerating all the time as we run it a little bit too tight there. It didn't go naturally in the corner, but now onto the left-hand side, we lost almost 0.2 of a second. Whoa, Lord Almighty, we were super close to the inside there. We're actually going to lose first position if we're not careful. Frank Jordan is still there. The same 3 riders are on the podium as things stand, but what is going to happen for the rest of this French Riviera circuit? We go a little bit wide for the right hand of a turn 4. We position ourselves well, though, on the cutback for 5. Get it into the left-hand side for turn 6 for Belvedere, and hopefully we can regain position as we go on the right-hand side for turn 7, and we do regain a little bit of composure. So flying down the back straight now, 7.5 tenths of a second we lost on that lap. Goodness me, excuse me, that sector, that was a sector time, wasn't it? Goodness me, we lost so much time as we now go to the left-hand side. Be very careful if you're braking into the left-hander here. Very, very gentle on the brakes is what's required. You cannot brake and turn going into that particular corner. Be very, very careful. So we are completing the penultimate lap. A little bit of a snap on the bike there as well. The bike getting a bit out of shape, a bit squirmish under acceleration. As we now barrel it down across the line, we will go to start the final lap. We lost 7 tenths of a second on that lap, so we did recover somewhat, but Lord Almighty, touching the inside of the wall there. Patricia Bouillon takes over at the front. That was my attempt at an accent. As we now go on the left-hand side, super tight to the MV Agusta. Can we go around the outside? Do we have the cutback? Do we have the position for turn 4 or 5? We certainly don't. Turn 5 is going to be another overtaking opportunity, potentially on the left-hand side for Belvedere, but we still can't get close enough. It's going to have to be the change of direction going into turn 7. On the right-hand side, we'll go super tight. Oh, we're going to get close. Oh, my goodness, I thought we were going to get smashed against the wall, but we certainly don't. We managed to hold it around the outside with absolute style. We were side by side, and now we're going very firm on the brakes for the left hander for turn 8. Nice and tight to the apex. Defensive line from DrAce. How defensive do you like it? That defensive. As we now go on the left hand side for turn 10. The voice is going, and we're now getting onto the right hand side to hopefully take the victory. What a wake up call that was. A whole second quicker now from Patricia Bouillon. Oh, maybe not quite anymore. It's 5 tenths of a second. Oh my goodness, it's going down. Never mind about that though. We're going to cross the line victorious here in the French Riviera circuit on board the MV Agusta Rivale 800cc. And breathe. But upon that note, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one with the helmet cam. Good Lord Almighty, we didn't even set the fastest lap of the race. Cedric Mallet took that one, but unfortunately, that's it from me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this brief video and a little look at the MV Agusta Rivale 800cc. And of course, for you helmet cam fans, hope you enjoyed that too. And upon that note, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. If you really enjoyed it, hit the like button and also consider subscribing as well to help out the channel. But upon that note, guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.